The call came at midnight. Her voice was quiet, too quiet. Not the kind of silence that belongs to exhaustion, the kind that belongs to fear. "Don't come home tonight," she whispered. No explanation, no stumble in her tone. Just a command disguised as concern. Then the line went dead. I stared at the black screen of my phone. The house was dark, but inside me, something darker stirred. Why tonight? Why now? 3 words spiraled through my head. She knows something. I didn't call back. I didn't argue. I just sat in the stillness, listening to the sound of my own pulse pressing against my ears. The kind of silence that carries weight. The kind of silence that means a truth is trying to claw its way out. And I realized I wasn't afraid of what she'd said. I was afraid of why she'd said it. Morning light brought no answers, only distance. She moved through the kitchen with a grace too deliberate, her smile rehearsed. I watched. Silent. Calculated. Her hand lingered on her phone when she thought I wasn't looking. Her eyes darted when I entered a room too quietly. Little tremors. Small betrayals. At first, I told myself it was paranoia, a trick of a restless mind. But then came the boy. Our boy. His hair darker than mine. His eyes not quite mine. I had ignored those differences before. Love makes you blind, or maybe it makes you complicit. But when I looked at him that morning, really looked, something cracked. The words from last night sharpened in memory. Don't come home tonight. Why? Because someone else was supposed to? The thought slid into me like a blade. I said nothing. My silence was a mask, stretched thin across a storm I refused to show. Inside, though, the questions bled together. Was he mine? Was she mine? Or was everything built on a lie I had mistaken for love? I began quietly. Precision over passion. Phone records first. Numbers dialed at odd hours. A name saved under something generic. Plumber. But plumbers don't text at 2 a.m. with words like, "can't wait." Then came the receipts. Hotel rooms booked under her maiden name. Cash withdrawals. I said nothing. She laughed in the evenings, kissed me goodnight, tucked our son into bed as though her world was intact. She never saw me watching. DNA was the final step. I stole strands of hair, quiet as a ghost. Sent them away with steady hands. Weeks stretched thin. Every day her performance continued. Every day my mask held. But underneath I was calculating, waiting for proof, waiting for the moment I could stop pretending. The envelope arrived on a Tuesday. Plain, clinical, heavy with finality. I sat at the table, opened it carefully, and read the truth. Not mine. He was not mine. A lifetime collapsed into a single sentence. I didn't rage. I didn't cry. I simply folded the paper back into its envelope and placed it on the table where she would see it. That evening when she came home, I slid the envelope toward her. Her eyes flicked to it, then to me. "What's this?" I didn't answer. Her hands trembled before she even opened it. She read, stopped breathing, looked at me with eyes wide, wet, broken. "I can explain," she whispered. I said nothing. Silence is louder than accusation. Silence is a verdict. Her tears fell. Her words spilled. Excuses, apologies, fragments of betrayal. And still, I remained still, watching. Her world was falling apart, and I was the one holding the match. The next day, I acted, calm, deliberate. I forwarded the results to her parents, to her closest friends, to the man whose number I had traced. No accusations, just evidence. Truth, stripped bare. When she returned home, her face was pale, hollow. "You destroyed me," she said. "No," I replied, my first words in days. "You destroyed yourself." She reached for me, desperate, frantic, but I stepped back. Distance was my weapon, detachment my revenge. She collapsed into sobs, the sound jagged, animal. I watched with a cold clarity. This wasn't about punishment. It was about revelation, about pulling the mask from her face and forcing her to see what I had always known in silence. I left that night, not in anger, not in haste, just with purpose. The house stood behind me, hollow now, stripped of illusion. My son, no, her son, slept in his bed, unaware that his world had shifted. I felt no pity, no grief, only clarity. Love had been a stage, betrayal the script she had chosen. I had played my role until the final act, and now the curtain had fallen. She would live in the ruins of her own lies. I would walk away, intact. And as the night swallowed me, I understood the truth I had earned. Sometimes silence is not weakness. Sometimes silence is the sharpest blade.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.